Hi everyone, this is my vlog number 2. So I did have a few questions on my first vlog. Try to answer those as best as I can. Lily did have a question regarding when I was pregnant, if it affected me in any way. Like when I was pregnant with Jay, it was just kind of like the start of it, and then when I had him, that was when everything started. Like everything started to happen, like all the noise and everything that I was seeing, and all the feelings and pretty much everything that they were trying to come through to me with. So I hope that answers the question. It's not really the best, but has my spiritual guide ever communicated with any of my kids when they were little, or do they just talk to me? I would say yes. They do try to like talk to my kid, but legit man, so they don't really understand. But here and there I can like feel that they try to hint me in some way of like that, oh yeah, we try to do this or we try to do that to your kid. They're not understanding, and I just kind of just like let it go because there's nothing much that I can do. But like I do feel like oh, I have a story. It's so funny. Okay. So I guess okay, maybe that's another different story that I have to tell. We'll see. Okay, but anyways, yeah, they do try to communicate with my kids. I don't think they are old enough to understand anything yet. And everybody has their own guardian angels, their own guides, that I believe that helps guide them to be where they need to be and to go where they need to go. That's what I believe. But today I wanted to talk about my shaman friends that I made along the way. If you have not noticed, I have a Facebook group, and in my Facebook group I do tarot reading, and I share my friend, her name is Yuri, into my group because she does tarot reading too, and she has her own page and Facebook and everything. So if you do want to support her, I will put her link in the thing, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. The hard time that I was going through, I met her through YouTube and we became friends. I went to go look at her tarot cards, and then we started commenting each other, and then we became friends. And she is my friend, and I do try my best, Yuri, to help you when I can. And she always helped me whenever I need help. She means a lot to me. Like I said, when I was going through my most roughest time, she was there to help me. And then my other shaman friend that I have is Yua. She also has a Facebook page, and I think she has an Instagram. It's like the journey of a shaman girl. But you can go and follow her. I'll put her down in the description too. She was actually a local friend that lives in Alaska. I didn't know her like that because she was my sister's friend. So we became friends, but I didn't talk to her like as much. When I was going through my crazy phase, my sister was like, oh yeah, my friend, like, she's a shaman now. Maybe you should go ask her what's going on with you and all these stuff. So I was like, okay. So I decided to ask Yua for like help and feedback because I was going crazy and I don't know what was wrong with me. Because at the time, I really feel like I couldn't trust anybody. I feel like everything to me was like a lie, or like it was not real. I feel like I just was a person that was like faking everything, and I couldn't be trusted like that. I decided to call her, and we spoke, and like it was crazy because she was like, I knew you were gonna come. Like I knew, and I saw that you were gonna come and all these stuff. And I was like, oh really? And then she's like, yeah, I saw you coming, and I knew that you're gonna come and ask me and all these stuff. And I was like, okay. And then she kind of helped guide me to like trust myself. And that is when I started to really like trust myself and tell myself that, if I'm really gonna do this, my koning is gonna have to prove to me that I am not crazy and that I am meant to be what I need to be. I am very, very like not traditional. So because I grew up in a family that was not traditional, but cô husband là Sha family, they are really traditional. Like they like to do all the traditional stuff. But my family, we're kind of more Americanized and like bitch talking but all like all the stuff, but bitch or like all the stuff. We don't really do it. So like the first time that whoever born when I got married to his family, because so we didn't really do any of those stuff, so I didn't really know about it. So I was kind of like Americanized, I would say so, and I like kind of did like a prayer, and I was like, whoever that is like watching me, whoever, like if you're going more then you guys will have to lead me to where I need to go, because I don't know anything. Like, I literally do not know anything, guys. Okay? Like, I don't know anything. I'm telling you that right now. Like, I was like, blink, nothing. But yeah, I was like, leave me. And if this is gonna be where I have to do, then we will do it, So, and that's when, like, when I guess, like, when I accepted it, everything stopped. Like, all the craziness, it kind of like stopped. And I was just like, oh my God, okay. And then I started dreaming. I was having like very vivid dreams where like I remember them. Like I wake up and I remember exactly what the dream were, what it was about, and all those stuff. And then I remember first time that I dreamt about and Gupo, like I guess my main koning. And like I remember like them like showing me like all these stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then like I remember like in my dreams, I don't know, like I guess I can like somewhat, I don't know how to explain it, like control it, I don't know. But yeah, I was like asking them for like and I was like, yeah, like, I need a name. Like, how am I gonna just, like, how am I supposed to talk to you? Like, I don't, you need to have a name. So they gave me their names, which I'm not gonna mention on here. And I was like, I woke up and I remember telling my husband, like, OMG, I dreamt about my name and they gave me their names. And he was like, really? And I was just like, yeah, like, they're named this and this, and this is how they look like. And I was just describing everything to him. And then I remember really like trying to focus on like what is really needed of me from them, I guess. I go to work and I was like starting to talk to myself more and more. That was when I started to figure out like the difference of the voices of what I'm hearing. So I was like hearing like different voices. Like at first it was just like my head talking, or my mind, or your thoughts talking to you, okay? But then again, after a while, like of me just constantly at work, like, because I'm by myself and like, yeah, so I just talked to myself and I was like, and then that's when I started hearing different voices. And then that's when I started to figure out, oh, these are my koning. They have different voices. Like, they're different people. Like, I hear different voices. So, when I tell people that I hear different voices, yeah, I do. I hear different voices. Everybody, all of them have like different voices that I hear. It's not just like, a voice. It's not my voice, if that makes sense. But I started talking to them, and then, I was asking them, hey, since I'm committed to this now, where do I start? And then that's where they, told me like, okay, first now you need to go tell your husband's mom and dad that, you will be a shaman and you will like show the warning and stuff like that. And I did, because I need to get their approval first. I don't know, I just needed their approval that I was not crazy and I was actually gonna oning. So I spoke to his mom, and then his mom was like, yeah, you have to go okay, huh? She saw like she's all she's all like and all stuff. I started to like hear my coding more and more. They started to show me like where my tools were. The first because you need lu gong to start your journey. So they were like, okay, you know, this person has your gong, so you need to go ask the person on go nu mo lu gong du gong, and whatever price it is, you will just pay for it. And I was like, okay, this person's gonna think I'm crazy, but I guess I will do what you guys want. That was when new be more COVID here. And then I went to go to Paul to Nianing in Dona. I feel like, oh, because my husband lo owning come a two pregnant woman told him mom okay. So and then and then call and then I remember like her doing it, and then she got off the branch, and I was like, hey, you know, actually a como konenga and la hado ko tia kala kulu doana a couple guy couple mulun door go on. That's why I said to her, and then she was like, huh? Oh yeah, good check out good. Oh yeah, good check out a good that she bought como konenga anything now, and I was just like, oh buyama, because totally kunoma like the como. And then she's like, huh? Buyama. Oh, good check out. Shall we mulun door go on? And I was like, yeah, come on, because the hado go there, like little door, a good to tongkana. Like, I need my gong, please give it to me. You know, I tell her that. And she's like, oh, good check out. And I was like, oh, okay. And then a few days later, she calls me back and she's like, oh, I do have your gong. Yeah, you go okay. And then I was like, okay, I'll be there. And so I went before I went over, like with them like bought like visions and like and it was like white, like it was not like gold, like it's a like your gold gong, but kulua I saw it was like silver or like a or like kind of like a dark silver or silver gong-ish, like kind of shiny. And then I was like, okay, I was not expecting it. Okay, so I went to her house and I was like, okay, I'm here. And she's like, no, you look gong, Mia. Luna ya lun do I got high a shake up was a you got say you want to get near bono a motor car. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then she took it out and then I looked at it and I was like, this is the one. Like, I was like, I looked at my husband, I'm like, this is the one. I know this is the one. And then like he was like, okay, so just buy it. And I was like, okay. And then I told her the shaman, I was like, okay, kumali you on the car. And so she gave me the gong and I paid for it. And I took the gong home and it became mine. So after that, my guys led me to my seafood. Like before like even finding my gong, I saw 3 shaman and they like kind of like hinted me or guided me that, oh, these 3 shamans are the ones that are gonna help you, you know. So the first one was the first shaman that I said that started the everything, like like all like my craziness and like everything like that I was, you know, literally crazy. And then the second one was the shaman that helped me with the gong. And then the third one was my my seafood. So they led me to my seafood. And then I remember the day that we went and I was just like, you know, she has my bills. She has it, you know. And I know that she's going to give it to me because that is the only thing I need left. And then I went to her and then go to husband. Yeah, new dad here, new brother, be muto. Tu nianing the gonna law baku showing. And when I got there, she told me, she's like, I knew you were coming. I saw you. I knew you were coming. I dreamed about you and I knew you were coming. I dreamt that you know, somebody was following me and I couldn't get away from it. Like I knew that someone was coming and yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, good. I remember like right before we left, we were gonna go home, and she's like, "Oh, okay, well, malito coche," and then all this stuff, and I'll come to your house and I'll like do what I need to do. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, she turned to me and she's like, "Do you need anything from me?" And I was like, "You have my bills." And she's like, "Oh yes, yes I do." And then she was like, "Yeah, I for some reason I bought an extra one, and I don't know why, but yeah, I do. I have your bills." And I was like, "Okay, that's all I need." Yeah. And she's like, "Okay." So that was the finalize of everything of how I got everything, my gong and my bills. Yeah, the next part we will go over how of when she came over and what I saw on my first, I guess, oreng. Okay, that's it. Bye guys.